How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm actually going to be reacting to this really amazing render done by a gentleman I think named Kaiser or something. My bad if I pronounced the name, but basically this was actually posted on Hagerty's website as well as their YouTube channel. I initially saw it on their website, but I will leave the link to this YouTube video that we're going to be watching today down in the description below if you want to check it out yourself. But basically what this guy did is he took the new Nissan Z or 400z, whatever you want to call it. Technically it's now the Nissan Z, but a lot of people, including myself, were referring to this car as the 400z. But basically he took the new Z by Nissan and made a G-nose body kit for it, or rendered a G-nose body kit for it. And I really love the design. I've already kind of seen the finished product, but I've never actually watched this video, so this is my first time kind of going through the actual design as well. And also, like always, if you're a new viewer, definitely be sure to subscribe and like this video down below. It helps me out a lot as a smaller YouTuber. But without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. So towards the beginning of this video, he kind of talks about the history of the G-nose and talks about the 240s that actually came with the kind of G-nose design, which I will just show you guys right here briefly. Not getting away from the video too much, but that's, you know, something that's he's talking to or referring to in the video. And this is kind of like the finished product right here. Now he is going to go over it in a little bit more detail, but this is just what it's going to actually look like. In the front, when I first saw this, I thought it was like kind of ugly, I'm not even gonna lie, because it almost looks like this kind of catfish mouth. But honestly, once I saw the entire car and I saw how the rear fenders or rear quarter panels are a little bit more kind of out there too, I mean, it's definitely a very aggressive kit that he renders, but it all matches, like it all flows really, really well. And also to someone like me who has absolutely no experience in rendering or car renders, really, I do find this video very interesting because, again, he kind of goes step by step and shows you how he actually takes pictures from both the new 400z as well as, like, you know, old 240s and 280s and makes this design and this kind of product. And you can see how long that nose is compared to just the normal dimensions of the 400z right there. That's something else that at first I didn't realize, like how long it really was and how overstretched that car or this kind of kit really is. But right here, again, he does take some pictures from a 240, 280 and kind of merges those two generations into this new 400z generation, or new, you know, Nissan Z generation. Also making the wheels and tires wider to you know, match, so there's no wheel gap or it doesn't look too crazy with like a crazy amount of positive offset. But yeah, this is, I mean, me personally, again, I have no real experience in graphic design, vehicle design. I mean, I kind of, I guess, have a little bit of experience of what vehicle design is, but at least from like an electronic perspective, this was something that is very, very interesting to me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys might not, you know, really kind of understand the technicalities behind it. A lot of you guys might actually do know what he is actually talking about in this video. And all I know is, just for me, it's like kind of like a whole new aspect of the automotive world. And I honestly would love to see a company come out with this kind of render inspired like body kit, where it's like an actual body kit inspired by this actual design in the future. I think, again, it's radical. I think maybe something like a Pandem or Rocket Bunny or someone like that would definitely kind of fit into the culture of a company that would put out a body kit like this, because of the crazy things that they've done on both regular cars and supercars in the past. Also, one thing that I did find pretty interesting is he basically used the same exact wheel design. He didn't change it up, like he didn't, you know, make it seem like there was any sort of aftermarket wheels or anything on this new kind of G-nose inspired car. He basically just took the face of the regular factory wheels and just stretched the wheels and stretched the tires to make them wider to, of course, fit that gap like I was talking about before. Now here is kind of like the latter stage of this render, and he's basically just going around and doing some finishing touches here and there. And I mean, overall, again, it's very aggressive. I have a feeling that a couple people in the comment section might have differing opinions on it, and that's definitely understandable because it takes away a lot of the original design of the car for sure. But me personally, again, I told you guys before, I'm going to tell you guys again, when I first saw this, I was like, this is kind of ugly. But now that I'm kind of seeing a little bit more of it and I actually watched the video, it's definitely a really, really aggressive and honestly pretty unique design, although it does draw a lot of inspiration from the older 240 and 280Zs. I also like how right here, he's basically just going around the car and, you know, basically highlighting where all the individual holes would be, putting a license plate, like again, just putting like doing simple things and putting indentations on the car. Right before, I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but he did actually, you know, map out the body lines for the actual hood, make them a little bit wider, I think, or just kind of put them in different places, which is kind of interesting. But again, it's something that you have to do when doing these renders to make the entire thing proportional, because again, you're stretching the car out so much where you gotta make it at least a little bit proportional to the original product. And of course, here is the finished product. And I love the fact that, again, the duckbill, the vents on the hood, the entire just design of this is really, really cool to me. Now, would I do this to my hypothetical 400Z if I was to go out and get a brand new 2023 Nissan Z? I honestly don't know. And me personally, like, that's something I'm going to ask you guys, like, how do you feel about this? You know, let me know down in the comments below. Because again, I had a complete change of heart when I was actually watching this video and realizing the amount of effort and design work and, you know, just things that go into the process of a render of this kind of magnitude, or just this importance, I guess, with the new generation of the car. And at first I thought that nose was a little bit ugly for my taste, but honestly, it fits, the entire kit just flows really well. And I would love to see a new 400Z with this design in person, hopefully very soon, you know, when they actually finally hit the roads. But again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you haven't already, definitely be sure to subscribe down below. It's absolutely free, helps me out a ton, and like this video if you enjoyed it. But like always, thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.